For real, I'm not exaggerating. Literally from 5 to 7, about 5 to 7. I was in the bed, and I think I had restless leg. I don't know, so I was jogging to try to get tired in bed jogging.
What?
Yeah,
you jog in bed?
It's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. And then I went on the couch, and then I gave up, and then I read, and then I blocked all the lights like from the TV.
Well, Lisa, that's your problem. You're not supposed to be looking at blue light before you go to bed.
No, the television was off.
I thought you were going to say instead of blocking the lights, you were blocking your friends on Facebook and stuff. Or
Well, that
people you didn't care about.
That came later at 4:30 in the
Really?
morning. No.
That should help you sleep better once you get that gunk out of your mind, you know?
Well-
Is gunk a technical term?
I think it is. I think it is. I think it's...
Jimmy, what's up, man? Welcome!
How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
Oh, 6 hours or so.
Good for you.
Nothing wrong with getting 6 hours of sleep?
No, it's great. I'm jealous.
That's not even like a huge, amazing amount. I mean, it's much better than 2.
I think it's COVID too. I think like the world's going to end kind of insomnia.
Yeah,
I don't know.
another baseline.
Yeah.
Well, the world
Exhaustion.
is going to end at some
When?
point.
Yeah.
If there's a beginning, there's going to be an end.
Okay, Mr. Smartass guy. Is it going to end soon?
Yes. I'm sure Anthony Fauci said it at some point.
You know, some people think that every time you sleep, you actually die, and every waking day is a new life.
You know,
So.
in the faith tradition that I grew up in, Judaism, there's a blessing you say in the morning that is basically saying thank you to God for returning my soul to me, because the idea was that your soul leaves you at night when you're asleep, and then returns to you in the morning.
I love when you say faith tradition.
Tradition.
Hey, I heard the French say that can I say this in mixed company with young men? An orgasm is a little death.
Oh yeah, that's
In a faith tradition?
that's what the word is in French.
The faith, yes, in the French
Oh,
faith.
French Jesus. Okay,
Yeah,
French.
If an orgasm is a little death, I wonder what actual death would feel like. You know, would it just feel like a million times an
Yeah.
orgasm?
Liberation.
Which is like, why aren't we all trying to die then? I mean,
Because
freedom.
what if we're wrong? What if it's not? And then it's like, damn it.
But also, I think the death that might also be referring to is like the temporary death of the ego, or like the controlling, like
You are so deep tonight.
not just.
It's the sleep deprivation.
Yeah. In fact, I've read in my explorations on depression and mental illness that
Are you telling me I'm depressed and mentally
I'm
ill?
not telling you
I
that.
think it is.
only you know the answer to that. But sometimes when people contemplating suicide, it's not that they what they think of as their self is what they want to die. So in Buddhism, that would be like the ego.
Mhm.
That killing that gives you liberation. The destruction of the ego brings you peace and whatnot. That's one way to look at maybe the torment that identifying with your ego can bring.
You think that'd help you sleep?
Yeah,
Conceiving
that'll-
of it as like an ego death?
Exactly. So my advice to you is to not kill you, not destroy your ego, but observe your ego and don't be so attached to it. At least that's what the Buddhists say. Am I right? Paraphrasing. I know I ask you, but
Sure.
he brought it up.
I could try to kill my ego tonight.
don't kill your ego. I shouldn't have said kill.
Maybe suppress it.
Don't suppress your ego. Just
Squash
notice.
it,
Just notice your ego.
smother it a little bit.
Don't get wrapped up.
I thought
Not
I was
saying
just
you are,
worried
but-
about this state of our world, I don't know why the hell I couldn't sleep. But then I couldn't sleep because I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
But seriously, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'd look at the clock and I'd be, oh my God. It's 2:30. Oh my God, it's sleep. Oh my fucking God.
I really try to let go of that. I really do. I try to
You
let
are so deep too.
Well, I do. I mean, I do check the time, but I don't. I think it doesn't matter if it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm not asleep because of electricity. The lack of electricity, they go to sleep at night,
When it got dark.
and then like if they woke up at midnight, they just did stuff like. Babies
I've
were
heard that as
made
being like
right in the middle of the night,
usual
right? You had sex
pattern.
because you could, and then the other thing is you could just have this sort of middle of the night activity, and then you could fall back asleep for another few hours.
There were 2 sleeps.
Right.
I mean, yeah, Ben Franklin talks about
I
it.
kind
in
of
the
have
first-
adopted that 2 sleep thing. Like I fall asleep early, and usually horror movies are on the television. So then I wake up and I'm like, why is this bloody thing happening? And then so I change the channel to something. And then I watch for like an hour and then I fall back asleep. And then I wake up at 7 o'clock when the cat comes in and gets in bed with me. She's my alarm clock now and she's very sweet. She comes in. And I know she loves me because I read this article that if they lick your toes or your fingers, it's like they really love you, and she does. And that's sort of how I wake up in the morning. She licks my toes or she licks my fingers, and it's very sweet.
That's not so surprising. Like I wouldn't lick the toes of anyone I didn't love.
That's right.
I would lick the cat.
It's a very intimate thing,
Yeah.
and I feel like,
Yeah.
wow.
You've never licked my toes.
Oh,
Is this not
He
real?
only likes you a lot.
yeah. I don't know. I guess the word love's a little complicated, you know? Doesn't mean I lick the toes of everyone
Guys,
I love.
are we gonna shoot a movie tonight or what?
Yeah.
It's too late. Yeah, I
Tired.
sort of lost track of time.
We
I gotta
know
go enjoy
beer.
myself in the shower. That's gonna sound wrong out of context.
Ben, you do that every
You
night.
have to
Let's be honest.
include the non-shower conversation in the cut, please.
Let's do it. Let's do it monthly. Go monthly. Go monthly. Go monthly.
Well, I guess it's settled.
I taught myself how to do that.